Could you believe I actually hiked 1,442 miles before actually picking up a digital camera that had video capacity in Connecticut? That's right, I hiked from Springer Mountain, Georgia, through North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York before getting that digital camera that would accompany me the rest of my way through Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and finally to Maine for a grand total of 2,175 miles. Now this is important because a regular camera just doesn't capture views as well as the video mode on a digital camera. You can see this from the various pictures I took along the way. Soon I won't bore you with such pictures but give you a more interactive idea of what it's like to hike the trail. So that's what I aim to do for the rest of my thru hike, to capture video images of my experiences when dealing with the terrain and to capture the great views a person can get after walking miles upon miles. Hopefully this helps you to understand what a person might have to go through to accomplish the final goal of summiting Katahdin. I'd have to honestly say that I lost my camera and I was unable to get a few of these pictures like this one here. I had to borrow it from a person who uploaded it to the internet, otherwise I wouldn't have this image. But yeah, carrying a disposable camera that you can get just about at any store is not the way to go when hiking the Appalachian Trail. A digital camera is the key. I was hiking on the AT, it was hot and dry, but I couldn't stop hiking because to stop was to die. Pretty steep climb, if you could imagine. I'm getting ready to have to climb through this. I'm glad I lost 20 pounds, otherwise I might not be able to fit through that lemon squeeze. And out jumped the rattler, stood looking at me. He says, "You wanna be a hiker, you got to get through me." So this is a view on top of this big old mountain I just climbed in Connecticut. It's pretty sweet. Not a 360 panoramic or anything, but it's quite nice. So I stabbed the rattler, yet I stabbed him twice, and I had the rattler for dinner that night. All through Connecticut, because of that rain I had last night, it is just, the brooks are flooded. Look at this. I haven't seen this much water since, never, actually. It's pretty awesome. I don't even have to carry water with me at all because of so much water on the trail. Oh, I was hiking on the AT, it was hot and dry, but I couldn't stop hiking cause to stop was to people on trail actually that I run into. Bear Mountain, 2316 feet, highest point in Connecticut. I stopped taking pictures because pictures just don't get any of it justice. Yeah. The bottom of this, over here, Sage's Ravine. Oh yeah? You guys have a nice hike up? Yeah, that gray cloud in the background didn't look very pleasant on the way up. I thought it was going to start like lightning bolts coming out of it. And out jumped the drag. He breathed his fire on me. He says, "You wanna hike the AT, got to get through me." Tons of rain. We're actually filling up the river down there, the ravine. Nutso. Going that way. So I stabbed the dragon, yep, I stabbed him twice, and I ate the dragon for dinner that night. Well, folks, as you can see, the trail turns here, and it goes there, But I gotta cross this without a bridge. Yes, so I have my shoes off. It's pretty cold actually, but it's only just right over there. It's actually the second time I've had to ford. My feet are getting cold, so we're gonna hurry up. I was hiking on the 80, it got sometimes wet, but I couldn't stop hiking cause to stop was still fretting. And here's a 360 view on the Laurel Ridge in Massachusetts. I just entered Massachusetts. Connecticut actually. Nice windy day. The sky's blue. There's a few clouds in sight. Very cool. And out jumped the bear, he stood there roaring at me. He says, you wanna hike the 80, you got to get through me. And I'm in a fire tower on top of Godard Mountain in Vermont. Get a nice little 360 panoramic view over up here. Oh, look at this. This is the nicest view I've had in quite a while. Pretty fantastic. That's what it's all about. It's capturing that view. So I stabbed the bear, yeah, I stabbed him twice, and I had the bear for dinner that night. On top of Stratton. Sometimes you get views, sometimes you don't. I'm waiting for a werewolf to eat me, actually. Yeah. It's kind of chilly. I'm having a Snickers break. Oh, I was hiking on the 80, it got hot and dry, but I couldn't stop hiking cause the stop was to die. Hey, so here I am in Smarts Tower, another 360 panoramic view. We're at mile 1757.6 and at an altitude of 3,220 feet. It's a pretty cool little fire tower. It's enclosed up here, so you're not bothered by the wind too much. Apparently out in this direction is Camel's Hump, but I think that might be it over there. I'm not certain though. Pretty sweet up here. I came from that direction over there and actually took a picture of the fire tower from that bald spot at the center of the screen.
and I'm headed that way. North to Katahdin. Yeah.
And out jumped the tiger, he was clawing at me. He says, you wanna hike the 8, you got to get through me. Mountain Mooselik, 4,802 feet. It's quite a crowd up here today. This is probably the best view. I guess I'm walking that way and I'm going over those mountains. That's depressing. Actually, I came from over there. I was hiking on the 80, it was hot and dry, but I couldn't stop hiking cause to stop was to die.
Now I'm just kind of in my tarp here. As you can see, it goes all the way back. And yeah. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Otherwise, I just might get a lot of wet. Oh.
So I am headed up to Mount Lafayette. Up there, this is my view on the way. Pretty cool. It's taken me forever to get here, actually. Pretty steep with a few rock scrambles. But that's okay. We'll get another shot up here. One more look around. About 30.
30 miles a day?
Yep.
Okay.
On top of Lafayette. Let's see here. 5,249 feet. Came from over there. And climbing that big one in the background tomorrow, that's Washington. And out jumped the boar, he charged at me. He says, you wanna hike the 8, you got to get through me. Hey, for the people at home, just give everybody an idea of what it's like going down Garfield on the north side. I'm going down that, and well, I've come down that. Yeah, it's pretty steep. Right now I'm trying to figure out where my next step's going to be because it's dropped every direction. And this is the trail because I see a white blaze right over there. So I stabbed that pig, yeah, I stabbed him twice. And I barbecued that pig for dinner that night. Here I am on top of Twin Mountain. I just climbed up and over Lafayette, which is over there. Climbed up and over Garfield. Climbed up and over this one. My quads are burning. And that's Mansfield in the background, the one with the clouds all over it. Having a cloudy day up there, huh? And I'm getting ready to head back down this way, I believe.
And out jumped a wolf, he tried to eat me. He says, you wanna hike the 8, you got to get through me.
I'm on my way up Washington, and as you can see, it's windy and very cloudy. It's just blowing over the mountain. Whoa! That was a gust. I just put my poles away because I have to climb up stuff like this, for instance. So poles do not come in handy at all. Anyways, cheers.
So I stabbed the wolf, yep, I stabbed him twice, and I had the wolf for dinner that night.
Here I am at Lakes of Clouds hut, doing a work for stay. Scrubbed the walls last night in hopes to get scraps from the breakfast being served this morning to these people in front. As you can see out the window, it's perfectly cloudy on Mount Washington. And I'm here with a few other thru hikers doing the same thing. Isn't that neat? A bunch of these guys are enjoying the trip. And here we are at Mount Washington.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. I am hiking, can't you see it's fun?
So now I'm finally on the north side of Mount Washington. When I was up there, my camera decided it didn't want to work properly, so I couldn't get any good video imaging, but I am down from there. As you can see, it's a very rare moment because, well, Mount Washington is very clear today. When I was up there were clouds billowing from, I don't know, that direction, and they were clearing off as you could go that direction. It was pretty neat, actually. But yeah, there's Mount Washington, and I'm heading away from there into Maine. So I expect to be excited in maybe middle of September, I hope. We'll see. Out.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of beer. I am hiking, there ain't much to fear.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna have to treat this water here. It's coming out of a spring, and we're pretty high in elevation, so I don't think anything's pooping or peeing up there. I think this is just fine, and it's actually pretty nice and ice cold. And that's why I decided to get rid of my filter, because we're so far north that nothing's out here except for moose. And what do moose eat anyways? They just eat leaves. So I can't believe there's anything bad in it. But yeah, I'm not even gonna put any chemicals in it like bleach. I'm just gonna get some for a little later. But yeah, it's nice when you run into a spring like this, just dripping with water. Pretty cool. Nice 360 panoramic view on the north side of Mount Washington. This is just amazing here. I'm not being blown off the freaking mountain. Up there you see Mount Washington once again. That's the clouds. And I think I just came up and down over that. I'm not sure because I'm in the trees for a portion of it. Then there's ways way down. I think I'm going this way.
Yo ho ho ho, and a bottle of whiskey. I am hiking, it ain't so darn risky.
Well, I'm gonna get ready to go down this. It's pretty steep. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can walk it, kind of stairwell wise, but yeah. I'm pretty thirsty, so this is yet another method to get water. Right here. And it's right on the trail, as you can see. Hopefully nobody peed in it. I doubt it. It's kind of flowing, as you can see right there. And it kind of goes down the trail. Yo ho ho and a bottle of coca. I am hiking, can't you see? I'm stoked. And sometimes right on the middle of the trail, you'll see a spider. This is web. That's a big one, actually. I almost ran right into him. I think he would have bit me, and I would have felt it. I'm gonna have to knock his web down though, because there's no other way I'll actually be able to get through. So yeah, or maybe I should eat him. Protein. For those that are watching, please enjoy, because at this point the Appalachian Trail starts getting pretty disastrous and quite difficult in some points, as you'll see, and I don't see how any of this would have been passable without all the trail work being done here. Continue on. I'm making my way that way, I guess. Or maybe that way. I have no idea. Alright. Well, once again, I'm stuck in one of these little tunnel thingies underneath a rock that weighs tons that could completely squash me if I wanted. As you notice, you'll see a little AT arrow, and I'm headed through there. You can see another AT arrow. So yeah, it takes us right through these rocks. Isn't that pretty marvelous? Yep. Okay. Oh, I was hiking on the AT, it got cold and windy, but I couldn't stop hiking, cause to stop was to be a wussy. And out jumped that spider, he spit his venom on me. He says, you wanna hike the AT, got to get through me. So I stabbed the spider, yep, I stabbed him twice, and I had the spider for dinner that night.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of Pepsi. I'm a hiking, can't you see I'm sexy?
Here I am at Big Bigelow Mountain West Peak. The view up here is just crazy amazing. We should be able to see Katahdin in the background. I don't know which one it is because I'm at mile 1996.1 at an elevation of 4,145 feet. Pretty spectacular view. I like how the clouds kind of hang out below there. I just came from that direction, across all those mountains. That's pretty spectacular. And I headed that way to the next Bigelow, which is at 4,090 feet. So almost 180 miles to go.
Oh, I was hiking on the AT, I heard it gets wet, but I can't stop hiking 'cause it stops to regret. And out jumped a python, he tried to squeeze me. He says, you wanna hike the AT, got to get through me. So I stabbed the python, yep, I stabbed him twice. And I had the python for dinner that night.
Folks, I don't know about this one. Don't try this at home. This is actually pretty, man, there's like dead bones in here. That's why the trail actually goes around, which is where I'm going. Yeah, not going through there. I'm gonna go the way I was intended to go, which is that way. I think at once the trail did go through this, but yeah, not if I had, not, you know, if the trail went through, I'd go through, but the trail doesn't, so I'm not. These rocks hurt my feet. Yeah. Ouch. As you can see, it can't quite rock hop because it's too deep right here. So I just have to pick my steps carefully, hopefully not take a plunge. And if I do take a plunge, well, I guess that wouldn't be so bad, because I need to take a bath anyways. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Oh, we got deep right there. I'm up to my knees. It's kind of chilly too. Whew. I actually tried to rock hop across this and got my feet my shoes a little wet, so I decided just to take them off. Except forget it. Oh. And here we are. At the end. Alright.
Yep. And to hold on to if you want to going across. I don't know.
The pole seems like a decent idea too, though.
Yeah.
Looks like he took his flip-flop off, huh?
No, I think it fell off.
Board. Whew. Es ist chilly water. Das Wasser ist chilly. The rocks are slippery. Yep. Oh, well, my shoes are waterproof. It was either the shoes or the camera. Oh, shoot. It should have been the camera. Oh, that was slippery. At least I got one sandal on. See what I'm doing to get this on video image? I'm not even using my hiking poles. Almost there. I'm going over there. Came from over there. Forward.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of lemon. I am getting close to Katahdin.
Here I am at the Niagara Falls, which is located at mile 2,167.4 on the Appalachian Trail. I have just 8.8 miles left until I reach my goal of Katahdin. I thought I'd sit here and take a break since it's actually kind of nice. As you can see, it's kind of a cloudy day. It rained a lot. My feet are completely soaked. But winter waterfalls the best on rainy days. And there you have it.
last meal on the AT before I send it to Katahdin tomorrow. I'm going to eat through all of this 4 bags of potatoes and the rest of this couscous and beef jerky, and I'll have some snacks for tomorrow. But yeah, there we go. Yummy. And that's couscous snacks. I'm on my way up Katahdin, and it is windy and cold. In fact, I just stripped down. I just bare butted it so that I could put my long johns on. Yeah, and I'm hiding behind this rock because the wind is coming from over there, and you can see the clouds just kind of rolling by. Hopefully they clears up just for a second so you can get a view. A little closer you can see the trail in the background, and out that direction you can see a bunch of lakes. Anyways, I'm gonna get to the top. We got less than a mile to go. We gotta eat something too because I'm getting cold and I'm hungry. So, yeah.
So I have walked through various trail conditions and terrain to include rocks, mud, boulders, forest, mountains, and not to mention multiple fords, all of which pass through 14 states to include Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. I burned through 5 pairs of shoes, over 600 Cliff Bars, tons of Snickers bars, lots of couscous, and a few hundred cows worth of beef jerky, I imagine. I met tons of great hikers, saw many different landscapes, ran into quite a few bear, almost got bitten by a couple of rattlesnakes and copperheads, was eaten alive by mosquitoes on various occasions, battled with sheltered mice, and outsmarted raccoons on a daily basis who were trying to get my food. So after hiking 2,176.2 miles, I finally reached the summit of Katahdin. Would I recommend doing it to those who haven't? You bet I would. I met all types of hikers with various experiences, backgrounds, and ages. The youngest I met on the trail was 12, and the oldest was much, much older than I. The trail could be hiked in many ways. Just keep it your own. Would I do it again?
Here I am, everybody, at the summit of Katahdin with some other hikers of sorts. It is breezy and cold and freezing.
The thermometer said 38 degrees.
38, oh wow. And the wind is definitely in Katahdin. Yay, we're here. Awesome, finally. And now I can sit and do nothing for 2 days. Unfortunately, there is no view. But it's okay. It's not necessarily necessary. And I'll be heading back down that way into the fog. My hands are freezing because this camera is ice cold. That's it.
The hike was quite an incredible accomplishment, and I'm so glad to have done it. I now know what my physical capabilities are as far as how far I can hike and how many miles a day I can hike, and what I need to do to prepare for that hike. So I have been emboldened to be able to go out and plan other hiking trips. My future trip plans include doing the Pacific Crest Trail. When that might happen, I'm not sure. That one is a little bit further than this one, 2,663 miles. So here I am at Katahdin Falls after summiting Katahdin. Taking a short little break here. It's that pretty nice falls. And it continues on down there. I would be hiker. That's hiker 208 over there. That's Chris. I'm hiker 209 this year to summit Katahdin. Pretty sweet. And that's all. I would like to mention one last person before finishing, my mom, Linda Howland. Without her help and all the trail support that I got from her, I wouldn't have been able to complete the trail. It would have been impossible. So, a very, very special thanks to my mom.